All right, so today's workout is, how do I say this? Today's workout is really good, but it's gonna be a little different, a little hard. You've got odd minute, you're gonna run 200 meters. So you run 200 meters, come back. You should have plenty of time to rest. If you don't, then we need to pull back the total distance that you're running so you get at least, I would say, 20 seconds rest, 15, 20 seconds rest, 15 at the very minimum. You wanna be getting back from that 200 meters there. So you gotta run that at a decent clip. Then you're gonna come back in and you're going to do 7 burpee pull-ups. So burpee and then jump and do a pull-up. You can do that for 10 rounds, so a total of 20 minutes. Nice long time frame, but with built-in rest. So it's sprint, rest, sprint, rest, sprint, rest. A burpee pull-up is a long, slow movement. When you come out of the bottom, you jump up, grab the bar, do a pull-up, come back down. Some of us might be able to scale this back to burpees and then pull-ups, so 7 burpees, 7 pull-ups, or 7 jumping pull-ups, or 7 ring rows. That's one way we could pull it back. The other thing we could do is do what the partially loaded version is doing, which is a burpee jump to a target. A jumpy's totally different. A burpee jump to a target, which will significantly speed up the turnover time on that and make it quite a bit easier. You don't have to have the pull-up. That's why in the partially loaded version, you're going to notice that number is bumped to an 8 rather than a 7. I know it's only one more, but you only have a minute, so you don't have that much time to mess around. My suggestion with that is jump to a nice high target if you don't have the pull-up bar, but or if you are struggling with the burpee pull-up, feel free to do that one as it stands at just 8 burpee jump to a target, that target that's appropriate for you. Again, you should be able to get rest at the end of each one of these before you go into the next one. It's not going to be tons of rest, but you should be able to get rest. Now, EMOMs like this are something where you might find yourself in over your head. You're like 3 minutes in, 4 minutes in, going like, I don't know if I can finish 20 minutes of this. I'm 2 rounds of each thing in at 4 minutes, and I'm almost barely finishing. You don't want that to be the case. If that's the case, then you're going to have to readjust the numbers. You're either going to have to decrease the total distance on the run or decrease the number of burpee pull-ups that you're doing. On the other end of that, if you're absolutely thrashing it, like you're 5 to 10 rounds in, let's say you're at minute 10, which is 5 rounds of each thing, and you're just, this is really easy for you, it's totally chill to bump up the numbers a bit. Be like, hey, okay, I'm going to see these 7 burpee pull-ups. It's going to all of a sudden turn to 10 burpee pull-ups if you can get that done in the time. I don't think you can, but that's not a challenge. I genuinely think it's hard to get that amount done. Or I'm going to run a 250 meters, like add a little flare at the end there. That's okay, as long as you're absolutely just thrashing it. And that should be very few and far between of us. This will be hard enough as it stands. So again, fully loaded, you can pull it back by decreasing the numbers, decreasing the distance. Partially loaded, same deal, decrease the numbers, decrease the distance. Unloaded, same deal, decrease the numbers, decrease the distance. Enjoy it. It's 10 rounds, so 20 minutes. It's a fun style of workout. It's a great one to do with friends. So if you can like social distance and have friends over, do that. Or if you want to call someone up and Skype them, that's also fantastic. Or Zoom. Does anyone use Skype anymore? Nobody. Anywho, let's jump into the warm-up. All right, so today we're going to start with we got some running stuff, we got some shoulder stuff, we're going to move through it. We're going to start first with each direction. We're going to perform 10 to 20 reps of swings. So start with wall-facing swings. So I'll pretend there's a wall here. So here's my wall. I'm supporting myself against my wall. So wall-facing swing is going to be here, side to side with one leg. So you do like 10 to 20 on one leg. Then you do 10 to 20 on the other leg. So you do wall-facing swings. It's easier if you have a wall or a fence or something to support yourself on. Then you can do the same thing, but lateral. So put your hand on the wall, and you swing here, and then here. So you're going to face forward. So you're going to face walls on your side, feet go front to back. Then we're going to do backward swings. This is, you're going on the wall here, and you're up behind you. Yeah. And then you're going to do ankle circles. Ankle circles, foot here, pull the toe in, do big circles around to that side. Push the toe out and point. So you do like 5 one direction, 5 the other, switch to the other side. And then you do hip circles. Hip circles are basically it's not really a hip circle, it's like it's like a walking up and over the fence. So you picture it's here and you're going forward, hips go open, and then you're walking on a bit of a tightrope. So you're on a single line, hop, hop, yeah, hop, hop, and you want to bring your knee nice and high and step down on a little invisible center line. Or if you get a real center line like I do, walk on that. So we're going to go through about 10 reps of each one of those things, 10 to 20, depending on how you're feeling. So swings, all the different directions, get after it, get the blood flow to those extremities, because you're going to use them today. Then we're going to do 10 reps of the shoulder sequence. The shoulder sequence, you can click the video. It's an old video. I seem pretty disgruntled in it. I'm not sure why. I may have to redo that video now that I just watched it. I look like total bro. Not that I don't in this tank top and whatnot. Anyway, we're going to do small circles. So arms are out to the side, small circles forward, and then bigger circles forward. And you can also do small circles back, bigger circles back. And you're doing about 10 of each one of these. I believe in the video I only did them forward. And then we're going to do shoulder pumps, which is we're here, and we're basically looking to pump back and forward with the elbows and hands out straight. Then we're going to do twisty arm looky thing, as we called it in the video. And you take a little bit wider stance, and you look a direction, and in that direction, you turn your hand as far up and over as it'll go. On the other side, you turn down. So you reach and go all the way down and all the way up, and then you switch to the other side, all the way up and all the way down, and you go back and forth between those on the twisty army looky thing. The hand that you're looking at faces up or keeps going over if you're crazy double jointed. The other one, thumb goes down. Then you're going to do up and over. Then lastly for it, you're going to do what I'm super good at. Hand goes up, that's a sarcastic remark. Hand goes behind your back, other hand comes here, and you try to touch your fingers. If you can, you grab and give a little stretch. If you can't, you just reach for it and hope and pray that eventually one day they'll touch. And then you go to the other side, do the same thing. You might notice that one side doesn't work as well as the other. Get a stretch, switch back and forth between those. And that's our little bit of a shoulder sequence. Then you're gonna do 10 minutes of running prep. You'll run 200, and then you're going to do 5 by 50 meter sprints from a crouch position. So from a takeoff here, it's 50 meter sprint, walk it on back, do that 5 times. This is 75 to 80% effort, quick takeoff, quick ramp up in speed to about 75, 80%, let it die off pretty quickly, but we're just kind of getting the blood flowing again and getting that sprinting motion in there for you. That's all we got. Then you're going to jump into some more skill-specific stuff. Talk to your coach. Send him a photo, send him a pic, talk to a friend, do what you gotta do, talk to me. Nobody took me up on that last time. Enjoy the day. And if you're wondering what this little white part is here, I just realized it's in the camera. That's how I tape the mic to my chest. I don't like the little lav clip, so I tape it. So I sacrifice chest hair each week. Yeah, this is all for you. All right, enjoy and have a good day.